I just wake up like this, you know. Hey everybody, it's Megan Rapinoe here. Welcome to my place. I'm here to answer a few of your questions, so let's get started. The thing I'm most proud of is my name on the top of the equal pay lawsuit. There was a lot of awards that were won last year. Somebody has to win them. Very thankful and honored that it was me, but for me, the most important thing is that team trophy and being able to celebrate with your team on the podium. I have no idea how I became so confident. It's like a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I think I was always a little bit of a wild child growing up, and my family just sort of let me be exactly who I am, let me kind of run wild. So I think my upbringing helped with that a lot. I'm really lucky to be able to grow up in an environment that is surrounded by other strong, confident women. We always kind of look at each other like, yeah, I guess this is normal. So I think being able to grow up in that environment and mature in that environment has just allowed me to really kind of tap into my full potential of confidence and who I am and who I want to be in the world. Very important, my routine. I take it very seriously. I hit about 30 years old and was like, oh wow, okay, things aren't looking how they used to. I take care of my skin like to the nth degree. I'm pretty fair skinned and I spend all my time out in the sun, which is unfortunate. I wish that I had no time in the sun. I wear a lot of sunscreen as well, so I need to like get that off. The little Luna Mini is an everyday thing. I put my face wash right on it and it just like helps get it out a little bit more. I need it every day because I have to put so much sunscreen on. So that, of course, wash my face like an anti-aging serum and then like a vitamin C, and I use a toner and a good moisturizer that has sunscreen in it. And then I have like eye cream and the whole thing. I'm just out in the sun way too much. So I have to like, it's this constant game of like, how do I just undo what I just did to myself every single day? The first thing I do is, you know, as a veteran player, I always just try to show up in those moments. Like, I want the ball, I'm gonna show for you, I'm gonna be here, I'm gonna look you in the eye. I think that eye contact is really important. But you have to understand, first and foremost, what way you lead the best. So if I'm out here like rah, 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 crazy all the time, people are like, okay, that's not really you. And then it's just about understanding what each person needs. Sometimes someone needs to like, you know, have a finger in their face and you're like, you have to get going. Sometimes people just like need that confidence or just like a clap, or you just kind of give them that encouragement. So it sort of depends on each player, but I think first and foremost, like I try to stand out front and like, yo, we got this. Like we can do this, just stick together, have a little eye contact, let you know that I see you and you see me, and take on the world from there. I think a lot of times when people think about speaking out or standing up or kind of putting yourself out there, they always think about who they're talking to. Whereas for me, I always think about who I'm talking for and with. And it's usually way more people and way more support than you're talking to. So if I'm talking about, say, equal pay, that's, you know, something that we're fighting for right now. I always think, how many other people, how many other women are in my same position or in a worse position that don't have this platform? And then I just only think about them. I don't even think about who I'm talking to, because obviously the people who you're talking to, they don't want to hear it. They're the ones like, you know, perpetrating this. So I always try to gain my confidence from all of the people that are on our side and who support us, and who I can be a mouthpiece for. I feel like I learned this about confidence very early in playing on the team, to not ever compare yourself to anyone else, because you can never be that person and you can never have their exact same talents or the things that are special about them. But in turn, you have something about you that nobody else has. And I know sometimes that's difficult if you're struggling, and the world we live in now, there's a lot of pressure, especially on social media and all that. But I would, I guess, just encourage people to get a little bit more in real life and start thinking and focusing more on the special things that you have that nobody else has, and understanding that we all need to bring those specific things to the forefront and really encourage people and, you know, commend people for bringing those things forward. A lot of work is left to be done. It's like dismantling, decades and frankly, centuries of bias and, intentional and unintentional discrimination and sexism and all of it. It's kind of like, what can you do right now? And what's the very next step? And how can you use yourself and your platform or your team or whatever you're in to be most impactful? Right now, our first and sort of foremost concrete step is the lawsuit that we have. I'm hoping that this will be sort of a landmark case that other cases can be decided on and that other women in other industries can not only take confidence from, but maybe have a little bit of a playbook for. And so that's kind of our foremost focus at the moment when it comes to pay equity and gender equality. I think for me, sometimes just allowing myself to feel how I'm feeling. Like, I'm very busy, I travel a lot, I spend a lot of time away from the people that I love, so sometimes it's lonely and sad, sometimes I just need to have a meltdown and cry in the shower, and I think that that's okay, just allowing myself the space to feel that. And then for me, it's making sure I'm staying connected to all of those things that really matter to me. It's, spending time with my partner, Sue, obviously when I can, and, talking with my family and my friends. And then anytime I can take a moment to myself, whether that's a spa day or just chilling at the house, or I think that that's really important to find those little joys in life, or going to coffee with friends or having a dinner. Those things are always really important, and I find myself just refreshed after those. I mean, from a general wellness perspective, I feel like what you put into your body is what you're gonna get out. So try to eat healthy and keep it clean, drink a lot of water. Obviously, as an athlete, you're kind of constantly on this razor's edge of pushing, right to the very end, and then knowing sort of when to stop and then recovering and doing it all over again. I feel like my skincare routine is basically the same. I'm very fair. I should not be out in the sun 2 hours a day for 365 days a year, but I am. So it's just a constant balance of protection, rejuvenate. I have to wear a lot of sunscreen. For me, cleansing is really important. My FOREO is, in my bag at all times. I use it every day, getting my face back to neutral, just trying to protect it from the awful sun. Obviously to win, that's the whole point of everything, to win as much as we can. We had a poor showing in the last Summer Games, so we have a little bit of a redemptive streak in us this time. But also from a team perspective, just continuing to use our platform to essentially make the world a better place. And I think that we do it in a bit of a unique way. We have the opportunity to represent America every time we play, and so we represent a lot of people, and we have this huge platform. So how can we always just keep that in mind? We try to keep it fun and keep it light, and I feel like we really do a good job of bringing our full selves. The way that we go about winning, the way that we go about competing and how we conduct ourselves is the same way that we do it off the field. We want to be the best and we want to win, but we want to do it in the right way. We want to do it in a way that celebrates everyone and that leaves room for everyone to be their full selves. So we have a keen understanding of the importance of winning, and then, what we're able to do off the field, and in a way that has good intentions, leverage both of those things to help the other. Honestly, I don't really think about that a lot. I think other people can figure out what the legacy will be. But for me, I live my life every day kind of the same. I think everybody has a responsibility to make the world a better place in whatever way they can do that and be most impactful. So for me, I have this incredible platform, playing on the team, being who I am, being as successful as we've been. I think my most impactful way is speaking out and being very public about it, but I want to just do my job well and enjoy what I do, and also try to make the world a better place for all of us.